So let me start the today's session. So the last two sessions, that is on Tuesday and Thursday. So I just tried to convince you with the concepts of cues, right? So I use certain animation. Today again, I would like to explain the concept of queues, and I'd like to explain the concept of stacks using both the concepts of arrays. How do you implement stacks and queues? How do you implement stacks and queues using linked list? Okay, because as I said, from the syllabus point of view, you have only these concepts, that is in the stacks and in the queues. So how do you implement a stack? That is, what all the various uh, functionalities of a stack, that is push operation, pop operation, display operation. Similarly, in the, with respect to the queues, insert, delete and display operation you have. So I have forwarded the scanned copies of the notes, but ultimately what could be the expected questions, that is an important. So with respect to that, tomorrow I had planned one of the simple unit test for you. So in the morning 7:30, just to analyze how exactly you have analyzed, how exactly you have understood the concept. Though I'll WhatsApp the basic things, what I will what are the contents of the test for tomorrow, so that I'll message it. Today let me start again a concept of stack, right? So let me revise the stack concept. That is, you know how exactly the stack works and what all the basic implementation of a stack using an array, right? How does the write a program to implement stack using array? So parallelly we'll go for using linked list, and parallelly we'll go for a queue. Okay, try to understand. See, in the case of stack using array, okay, in the case of stack using array, you could see what could be the difference. See, imagine what could be the basic criteria here. When you see here, this is one of the way of representing a stack using array. Stack follows last in first out. Remember, last in first out, that is last element inserted is going to be go out, and we have a concept called top. So initially we analyze that top equals to -1. Okay, top equals to -1. Now you could see, just see, I'm comparing today stack using array, stack using linked list, queue using array, queue using linked list. So with respect to the thing, you need to understand the program. Now what is being happening? See, when you insert 10, so you use a operation called push. When you use a push operation, you have pushed 10 value. Where exactly the 10 value is stored? So 10 value is stored into the first position of an array called 0, right? And a top position will be incremented. So top will become 1, actually 1. But in our program, what I have taken, instead of 0, we have taken -1, and top goes on incrementing. That is, we do focus that top is focusing on this position. Top is focusing on this position. Top is focusing on this position. So the top goes on incrementing, and when where the exactly the top is positioning, that will be this, that will be the state of the last element pushed. Last element pushed, try to understand, it is the last element pushed. Okay, so similarly, see, again you push 20. So when you push 20, again you could see the, it will be incremented into the position 20. The top incremented to 1. See, again top incremented to 2, though you have to push the element called 30. So 30 is inserted. Okay, so this is regarding a push operation. Again you use a push operation, that is push. When you implement 40, so the top has grown over here. So with respect to our program, we have taken 0, 1, 2, 3. So top will be focused on 4, top position will be focused over here, right? So you go on increasing the pushing value. So the top grows on with respect to the maximum size of the stack. Here the maximum size of the stack is 30 elements. If the top value equals to, maximum size minus 1, what is maximum size minus 1? That is 30 minus 1 is 29. So you have a provision to see before I pop. So immediately I'll go to the programming. Okay. So push operation is over. Push operation 50 has been. Now you have to pop. When you implement pop, automatically what happens is from the top, the element is going to popped up. That is the last element which was pushed over here is going to be deleted, and this top is going to be decremented. That's it. Very simple. Last in first out concept. Again, if I see when you automatically call pop, you don't call pop with any value. Remember, you don't call pop with any value, whereas push you call with what has to be inserted. So that is important. So when you call pop, automatically 40 is deleted and top value will go on decrementing. Try to understand. Again, when you call pop 30, automatically top will decremented, right? So this is a concept regarding the stack concept using array. Now you see what I had explained you in the program with respect to the stack using an array. So this was the program that is to implement the stack implementation using a stack. So you have used push operation using num1. This is a function call for case 1. So this you have to memorize as it is for the program using switch statement. So this is a basic skeleton for any of the program where you perform push operation, pop operation, display operation, or insert operation, delete operation, or display operation for queue. Now push num1, right? When you call push num1 with the function call, the control goes to the void push int element. Num1 is being copied over here, what I had explained. So there are the cases, the 3 cases, whether stack is full, that is if top equals to 9, the capacity of the stack is 100. So whether the top equals to stack size minus 1, stack size is 100. Where we have defined it above in the program. Stack of size is 100. Remember, this is the initialization that you have to remember. Stack is full, or else what you have to do, if the stack is not full, simply what you have to do, increment the top and copy the element to stack of top. Very simple, right? Increment the top, copy the element stack. You continue these operations whenever a push operation is called. Similarly, so this is quite simple. Hope how all of you have understood. In the case of pop operation, if the top equals to -1, that is stack is whether is empty, nothing to be popped. So stack is empty, you don't have nothing to be popped. Else what you'll do, simply I said when you pop function is called without any number. So when you pop, simply return the value of the stack of top minus minus, right? So the initial last in first out, where the top is indicating, that is at the last position, you return that, right? And whereas coming to the concept of display, when you call display, always last in first out, no? So first element which has to be displayed, last element. Where is the last element is focusing? It is at the top. So I equals to top, go on decrement I greater than equal to 0, because at the most top will be at the higher position, not at the lower position. Greater than equals to I minus, display the content of the stack of I with respect to the stack of top minus minus, as such you go, right? So see, this is a program, right? What I have shown you. So when you go on push the element 1, enter the element 1, push the element choice 1, push 2, push 1, choice 3. So you could be able to see these elements that has been pushed up, 1 2 3. How it is displayed? So we have displayed with respect to the highest value of the top 3 to 1, right? So this is the way for inserting the stack using arrays, right? Similarly, when I talk about the queues, when I talk about the queues, that is queue implementation using array. Let us see what is being happening. This is also very simple. Here we do use 2 pointers called front and rear. Hope you have followed the animation of stack using array. Now let us see the animation using, so we have the same, so many animations regarding array of stack. See what I had explained right now. When you do push, what happens? Same thing I had explained you. Top goes on in incrementing, right? Whereas when you do pop, pop automatically deletes 15. See, pop automatically deletes 15 when you call pop, right? Top will be decremented, 15 will be deleted as such. This I have shown you, this animation. Now coming to the queue arrays using this one, let us see how do you implement queues using arrays. So this is for the people, those who have still not understood. Now see, when you start here, now you could see we have a head and tail. Head means the starting. So head and tail initially 0 0. No, in our program we have take -1. It doesn't matter however you take. So for our convenient, we have taken both the top value equals to -1, both head and tail equals to 0 0. Okay, so that is at the initial stage when the queue is empty. So now you see what is being happening. So when you insert 10, insert value with the 10, it is called enqueue. It is called enqueue. Remember, 10 has to be inserted. So it is called enqueue. For the first time when you insert the value of 10, both head and tail are focusing on the same thing. Now see what had happened. So both head and tail are focusing on the same, right? Now what happens again? Enqueue with the new element 15. So when you insert 15, what happens? The 15 will insert in the first in first out, but the value of tail goes on incrementing, not the head, that is front. So one more word what we have used in our program instead of head is front. So for the first time in our program we focus that front and tail equals to -1 when nothing is there. When you go on inserting enqueue, enqueue is the word used for inserting, dequeue is for deleting. Okay, so now you could see enqueuing 5, again 5, first tail will incremented, 5 is inserted, right? Again you could see dequeue. Dequeue means simply it is like deleting. In the case of stack, last in first out, but in the case of queue, first in first out. So how do you perform dequeue operation? When you call dequeue, it is simply without any value, automatically where the front is positioning. The front was positioned here, no? So that is being deleted and the front will go on increment. See, front will go on increment. Front now focusing on this pointer, 15. Again dequeue, right? So when you call dequeue, see again he did insert operation. Try to understand here. See, once again I'll repeat. See here what had happened. Delete, when you deleted, front position will focus on 1 here automatically. Now again he will insert, that is enqueue. Enqueue means insert. When you do enqueue with the operation called 20, 20 will be inserted automatically by incrementing the tail. See, 20 incremented tail. So tail incremented, front will remain on the same position. Remember, front is remaining on the same position. Again dequeue, when you go on dequeue, 15 is deleted and head, that is front, will increment it to 2. See, head will increment it to 2. Again dequeue, so head will increment it. Now both head and tail are focusing on the same position. See, 3 3, both the head positions are 4 and 4. This is a concept, right? So same thing what we have implemented in the case of queues. Now you see, I'm just revising the concept because so I had a plan to tomorrow a unit test on these concepts, you should be able to write on your own the kind of algorithm. See the algorithm for Q, if front equals to null. So this you analyze and write it with respect to the program, what I have done, right? I have explained this, how exactly this algorithm is being worked. There are the situation. Now you see, enter the choice. So insert function. How does the insert function void insert? That is, if front equals to -1, so we say that Q is empty, hence front equals to rear equals to front minus. You are adding it for the first time, right? Understand? So when front equals to -1, so Q is empty and we are doing insert operation with respect to the int element. What is in element? Num1 called from the upper side. Function has been called with the function called num1. No, this num1 is copied over here, and if front equals to -1, we assume that it doesn't front equals to -1 say that Q is empty and we are inserting for the first time. How do you insert for the first time? Front equals to rear equals to front plus 1, that is 0. Front equal -1 plus 1 is 0. Then you copy the element to Q of front, and however number of times it is called, for the first time it is going to work. Then if Q is totally full, then Q is full, you cannot insert. Or else the third case, you are inserting the Q from in between. In that case, what do you do? In that case, what do you do? You are not going to touch the front position. You are simply going to increment the rear. Is it or not? You are simply going to increment the rear. So that is what you simply going to increment the rear and copy the element to the Q of rear. What I have animated, same as if like I done. For the first time, front equals to -1. Hence, we initialize front and rear equals to increment to the same value. Copy for the first time element to the Q of front. Next, if it is empty, we're not going to fill. If we are inserting in between, we are focusing on the insertion of the Q, right? Increment the rear, copy the element Q of rear. So the same thing that I'm going to ask in the unit test, write up just a module of insertion of a Q, insertion of a stack. So you have to write on your own. Then delete operation of the Q. Delete means you don't call any, you don't pass any function. Int delete, when you call it, right, automatically something has to be deleted, specifying whether is Q is full, Q is empty as such, right? That is, if the Q is empty, that is, how do you say Q is empty? That is, if front equals to -1 and rear equals to minus, we say that Q is empty, nothing to be written. So it will return the value called -999, saying that Q is empty. Or else imagine something is there in Q, that is front is not equals to -1 and front equals to rear. That means what? Front is not equals to -1 and you have only one element, that is front equals to rear. This will be the case when you have only one element left out. That time what you will do? You will simply store that element into one of the variable called I, that is Q of front, and you return that. And when you return, what obviously you have to do? You have to decrement both front and rear, no? So you have to decrement front equals to -1, rear equals to -1. Try to understand, this part of the code is for the case where we have only one element has to be deleted. Now imagine the Q is in between, you have to delete the element. So what you have seen in the animation, simply deleting is nothing but simply you are to increment the Q of front plus plus. You have to increment the front is going to change, no? So that is you return. That means return means you are going to delete it or return. You are going to return Q of front plus plus. Go on incrementing in general scenario. So this is written at the end of the code. This is for the first case. Only one element is there. This is for the case where there is nothing is there. This is where the case in between or at the second, third position, fourth position as such. Hopefully repeated, this is a repeated concept what I have had explained. Now let me go to the stack again. That is, we'll see linked implementation of a stack. So linked implementation of stack takes reserving memory space of the size of the stack in the memory. First, I don't know how many people have followed the concept of linked list. Whenever you create a linked list, how do you create a linked list? So I said, first, to create the linked list, you have to use malloc, and you have to create a node called temp. It is one, and by the variable called struct node. So this is mandatory thing that is being needed in order to dynamically allocate a memory, that is to create a node. This is very important. So everywhere in queues and stack, we use this, right? Now, right? Now let me explain you the stack implementation using linked list. Okay, stack implementation using linked list. Okay, so this is the basic thing. So stack implementation of a linked list, I am going to explain it. Fine. So set pointer, see, this is a malloc size of stack. This is to create it. Then copy the value to the set point. See, algorithm, it is a thing that how you realized it, that you are going to write it. If you understand the basic operations of a push operations, a pop operations using stack or using a linked list, so you find it easy. Okay. Here the skeleton of the statement the same. You push with the num1, right? You push with the num1. What happens when you call a push operation? So let us see. Okay. So you will create a struct stack called PTR. What is that PTR? PTR is nothing but is dynamically allocating the memory, that is malloc size of struct stack. It is dynamically allocating memory so to store the stack element. So this is a mandatory function that you have to write. So when you use a linked list using stack, struct stack pointer, what is that PTR? That PTR is nothing but dynamic allocating the memory for a stack. Okay. Next is the basic thing. Once again, when you call push num1 using a concept of stack, what happens is you have to create a pointer. What is a pointer? So as I said, it is same as if like you have, how do you create a here temp, no, dynamically allocate struct stack, same thing. See, struct stack size of stack malloc of called PTR. Now how exactly you will do the thing? See, copy the value to the PTR element, PTR to the top. So how it is being done? So let us see using animation. Stack using linked list. Okay. See, now try to analyze the concepts clearly, all of you. I just request you to see the animation. See here what happens here. Stack using linked list, right? First, initially, it is top. It is empty. Linked list is empty. Okay. So you are going to push the element. Push 10. Push 10. So when you push 10, what happens? See, once again, see this concept. What is happening? Initially, nothing is there in the stack. You have to push 10. When you push 10, linked list is created. To the linked list left part element value 10 is copied, and still this is null. So what we'll do is, see, this becomes null, and the top will focus on the top, which is a pointer to the first node. It will focus on it. Once again, I'll just recap what is being happening here. See, empty stack is there. So you insert 10. When you insert 10, new stack is created. So new stack is created, and the pointer top points to the first element of the stack. Pointer will point to the first element of the stack. Okay. Next, again, now you push one more element, 20, 15. So push, when it is pushed, see, again, new pointer will be created, 15, right? Two things that happened, 15, and this also focus on the next node, and we have to replace the connectivity. We have to replace the connectivity. See, top previously was focusing on the 10, no? Now it has to change to the 15. See, this is what we are going to do it. Again, you push 5, new element 5. So now again this element is focusing on the 15, that is the first element. We have to change the top position. Have to change the top position. Since stacks follows the last in first out, first element is being inserted. See, it is inserted. First element is here. Which is the first element inserted? 10. First, second element, third element, fourth element, right? Now, pop. When you call pop automatically, so what had happened? Last in first out, which was the last element inserted? 9. So automatically it was deleted. Again, top goes on changing the positions. See, top changes position, stack of minus minus. Again, top changes position. Again, you push. Again, when you push, what happens? See, when you push 22, 22 was the first element again inserted, and stack top will change the pointer location. So this thing, when I explain with the code, all of you see, create a pointer. Why do we need a pointer? You have understood right now, right? You use a pointer, then ptr struct stack malloc size of struct stack. So copy the value to the pointer of element for the first time. Copy the value to the pointer of element, that is the first left compartment. Then see, change the top value. Point assign top to the ptr of next. What you have seen, assign top to the, you're going to change the top value also, pointer to the next. And finally, not only pointing top to the pointer of next, you assume that which is the top value, the first element which inserted is a my top value. Once again, see the animation here. See here, see here. Once again, those who have missed this, just see here what I was doing. Sorry, this is array implementation. Just for a second. Sorry for the inconvenience. Just once again, all of you, once again, just see here what is being happening. Let me not see what is being happening. See, initially stack was empty. You push some new element called 10. So where it is copied, stack of new element to the stack of front, no? Then what happens? Top value changed. The top initiates to the first element. Again, this becomes the top. Which becomes the top? So the top pointer was focused over here. Now again insert 15. When you insert new element, see again new pointer is created. element copied to the 15, and this stack of pointer will point over here. Now the top will focus to the here, right? Is it or not? The top position is all going to change. No, here see again 5. See here, slowly see the animation. Slowly see the animation. So 5, the value top changed. No, this one changed, this one changed. There are 3 things we are going to change up. Again see, push 9. What happens? See here, 9 inserted to the element first line where you insert. Then you connect this to the top. This connect to the top, and you have to change this top. No, this arrow. So now this will change. See, this arrow change. 3 things happen. Same 3 things he's going to show you in the code. See, top equals to, so you copy the value to the PTR element first. Second, copy the top to the PTR of next. That is, you assign which is the top. New top is PTR of next. PTR of next is new top, and make which one pointer indicating the top, right? 3 things you are going to do. Is it or not? See here once again. Once again, see here. So it is initially it is empty. So 10 inserted. So what has happened? The element copied value to the PTR of element, value to the PTR of element. This is PTR of element. Next, what had happened? So top indicating that top is showing to the PTR of next. What is the PTR of next? PTR of next. Insert 15. When 15 inserted, 15 copied to the value, that is value copied to the PTR of element. Then you have to update top, okay, and update the PTR. So top is nothing but PTR of next, and right, again push value 5. When you push, 2 things had happened. Element has been pushed over here, and top focused on PTR of next. You have to update the top. So third, how do you update? Top has been updated over here. This thing you have to do it. So hope to an extent I've tried. Maybe I'll send the link of this animation. Thing is that you need to focus, right? I request you to give the attendance in the chat session. Before that, tomorrow I'll conduct one of the simple unit test on the concept of stack and queues. So I may ask you the same concepts. So maximum 5 questions I might ask. So I request you to write the test into the Google Classroom. I'm going to schedule at 7:30 tomorrow, because uh, the concepts which have been left out, so that is a double linked list and circular linked list. So I'd like to do on some other time, because I just need a confidence from your side to an extent on page, on the write up, because I don't know on the other side what you people are thinking of the subject or focusing on it. So as we are going like a theory class, so I could not show you the execution of the programs, right? So that is one of the major drawback we are facing as of now. So tomorrow I'll conduct a unit test. The test consists of 5 questions. Remember, only the 5 to 6 questions. In that, 3 will be the program or algorithm, 2 will be the theory. The theory I may not focus more. So it will be on stacks and queues. So you not to panic. Just for 40 minutes, you just have to write on the sheet of paper. So morning 7:30. So due time will be there. That is 8:30 the due time. So study the concept of stacks. You could expect the question from the same thing what I have forwarded in the WhatsApp group, so that you write the test. So I might ask you the algorithm for push operation or a pop operation or display operation. I might ask you the insert algorithm for queues or delete and display. I might ask you the program for in just an insert module or a pop module, display module as such. That will be a very simple test. So I may ask you explain the NQ operation or explain the DQ operation, taking an example as such, right? So still a few concepts been left out in the queues. That is, how do you use queues? I had one of the animated video using a queues. So I don't know whether I would be able to show it as of now. Uh, if you could see this, see here in the queue, how do you create a linked list? In the case of linked list, you have a two things, that is front and rear, right? You could see first we have a front and rear, that is head. So head is null, right? When you insert NQ, that is insert using linked list, the 10 is inserted. So both head and tail will focus on the same position called 10, and this is null. The second compartment is null. Next, this is the major concept. Again, you insert 15. When you insert 15, it is an NQ operation. In NQ operation, what happened? Now see here, how does this pointer being connected? If 15 is inserted, the second compartment is null, and the first, previously this one, no, and tail is focusing on here. This we have to update. We have to update even this tail, and also we have to connect it. See, the connectivity tail has been upgraded. Now again, you see one more NQ operation, that is NQ5. So NQ5, new node created, it is elemented, is inserted, then connectivity had been formed with respect to the last node, and tail has to be upgraded. We are upgrading only the tail, not the head. Remember, we have upgrading only the tail, not the head. Now again, DQ, when you do DQ, what happens? Automatically the first element is deleted and head is upgraded. So ultimately, what is the concept? When you do NQ, tail is updated. When you do DQ, head is updated. So again, see, 26 NQ, that is inserted. So 26 is updated. This becomes null, and tail goes on upgrading. So hope I'll forward this videos so that you focus on these things and try to understand. Try to write the unit test. Okay, tomorrow. Uh, and if anything, you could discuss on the group. Okay.